Welcome to Crypto Bytes, the podcast where we find safe news and information in the crypto space and break it down into bite-sized chunks. I'm your host, Rick.
And this is Rob. Guys, hit that like button, subscribe. We tweeted out the link, so retweet that. It's an incredible day today. I would say
You're forgetting one thing.
I was going to say that. It's an incredible day to buy Bitcoin. Guys, you get $10 of free Bitcoin. You can check out the link above, swanbitcoin.com/AGC. You get $10 of free Bitcoin just for signing up. No need to purchase anything. But if you want to smash buy, I mean, these prices are really attractive right now. Not financial advice. Also, we are Cardano Stake Pool Operator. Check out our pool, ticker AGC. We are a low saturated stake pool, so that means whenever we mint a block, you will get massive rewards.
More rewards for you. So what are you waiting for? Stake with AGC.
Two ways to support us. All right. I mean, if you just woke up today, you opened up, I don't know, any crypto-related blog or coin market cap, you might have saw a lot of red in the water.
And you know, when I see red in the water, like a shark, I'm coming, because I'm ready to back that dump truck.
Buy those dips. So yes, I mean, we here at the Crypto Bytes Pod, we've been talking about stablecoin and how it could be potentially a Ponzi scheme. Mainly, we've been talking about a USDT Tether and how it could be that sort of Damocles, right? It might be good to have, but you're always wondering, when the bubble's going to pop. Is this the Black Swan? Is this the Black Swan? I don't think anybody would have guessed that Terra Luna UST would have been the Jenga peg to topple the stablecoin bubble.
Man, it was only a matter of time. I mean, a stablecoin can only stay stable so long. Let's be honest here.
So just to catch people up, stable coins are a way that people could potentially, they do buy Bitcoin with it, but what's backing that stable coin? There's been no audits on US Tether. They say they own dollars. There's $1-for-$1 backing Tether, but it turns out it's just dollar-like assets. People have suspected that the Evergrande fiasco in China, they had a lot of paper, a lot of corporate debt that was backing Tether. So people were looking at that like a hawk, saying Tether was going to bring down the crypto market. USDC, a little bit better stable coin, backed by the dollar. It's a little bit more, people prefer it now more. They have more confidence in it. But even then, they said that Tether and USDC, one of these days, the SEC or the U.S. government's going to come after it, and it could be, there are some issues with it. I didn't hear any talk about Terra Luna, or USD, UST. I didn't hear anything about that
until it all started to crash,
which it was today. So it turns out that the $1 peg, has been depegged. There was some issues about the LFG, the Luna Foundation Guard, selling its reserve Bitcoin. So again, we talked about how these stable coins can be printed out of thin air, then they go buy Bitcoin, and they get loans off of the Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoins or other crypto assets, and then it's this giant bubble that keeps building and building and building, and eventually it's going to pop, and this could be the thing that pops the crypto market or the stablecoin market and take everything down with it.
So do you think this is one of the reasons why I'm over here buying Bitcoin left, right, and center today?
I mean, it could be. I mean, like I said, we haven't seen these prices of Bitcoin since last year, right? When it's down to around 30K, maybe down to 28, 29K for a little bit, and we got word that Elon was buying, right? So yeah, it could be, and this could go down low, right? Because this is all I could only hope. The Luna Foundation was forced to sell off like $1.5 billion of Bitcoin, causing pressure in the market to go down, just to prop up their U.S. Tether. So they were selling off their Bitcoin to buy Luna, or to take loans out on their Tether to buy more Bitcoin in the market. I mean, it's just this crazy stable coin. It's an algorithmic stable coin, okay?
So there's a backed by some liquidity pool?
There's no dollars backing it. It just was backed by Bitcoin. And UST was pegged at $1. So when you trade in $1 Luna, you get 1 US Tether out. But we're in a bear market, so when anything is going down, and you have your leverage on your Bitcoin, you're going to get margin call, and now you're going to have to sell off that Bitcoin reserve, and everything starts tumbling down. And now it looks like there's a bank run on UST, which I wouldn't be surprised, because what really is backing Luna? It really isn't anything. You don't even know if this Luna was even. I mean, it just came out of thin air, right? There's no cap to Luna. It was probably pre-mined, so it's just free Ponzi scheme money.
You guys, I say you guys, just everyone in general, crypto, I'll keep saying this, is in the Wild West, and people will argue with me and tell me, no, that's not the case, but stories like this continue to show me that we are still well within the crypto Wild West. So, be careful where you're placing your money. These stable coins are relatively new in the space, and crypto is new in general. Think about that.
And algorithmic stable coins to get around certain financial regulations, right? You don't have to have dollars around, to back your currency. It could just be whatever coin. And I mean, it's a little bit insane, but now that we're talking about UST being a algorithmic stable coin for the
we're talking about JED,
Right, it's just a simple transition to JED. So JED is the algorithmic stablecoin for Cardano. The testnet is up right now. You can go to, I believe, JED, so that's spelled DJED. Remember the D is silent, .xyz. You can participate on the testnet. So I think we now have the article up. You scroll down, it gives you the criteria and how to participate. You go to the website, you connect your Nami wallet, go to the testnet, you connect to the Submit API for that network, and you can test the network. So, what's backing JED? I mean, we just talked about Terra Luna, how really nothing's backing it. They were basically selling off Luna for UST and then buying Bitcoin as a reserve. Well, ultimately, ADA is the reserve currency for JED, and it's in the form of Shen. That's right. You put $1 of ADA into their reserve token, and you get $1 of Shen back, or you get 1 Shen back. Ultimately, so now this forms a reserve pool, and it's over collateralized. So JED is an over collateralized stablecoin, meaning if there's not enough of the reserve currency, you cannot mint JED. So if you want some JED, you're going to have to mint Shen, and then you can mint a little bit of JED. I see a lot of issues with this. It's like 4-to-1 collateralized Shen to JED. So you're going to have a lot of Shen for a little bit of JED when you can just hold ADA, right? And then
that does sound like a lot of steps.
Right. And yeah, having a stable coin is okay, a stable coin, but there's nothing stable about it. You might just see like one of that stable token in your UI, but in the background it's fluctuating to maintain that peg. So,
and if I'm being honest with you guys, if you're coming into the crypto space and you're putting your fiat into a stable coin, seems a little too cut and dry, a little too safe, don't you think? Don't you want your money to make money for you? I mean, that's just me though, not financial advice. But
a lot of these stable coins, they seem attractive because of the yield you can get in some of these protocols. Some of these protocols you're getting like 20% yield just to have a stablecoin pair, whether it be a UST stablecoin pair or a USDT or USDC stablecoin pair, is to provide that liquidity. That's really the only incentive why having a stablecoin would be worth it. I would think, maybe even in the bear market, because if you're holding a stablecoin in the bear market and the underlying asset or whatever, let's say Bitcoin goes down, then you can you can trade back into, let's say, Bitcoin and get more Bitcoin than what you got in at initially when you went to the stablecoin. You really get screwed if your asset that you're most interested in skyrockets. So if ADA is at $1, right? Put $100 in to JED, you get 100 tokens. But if ADA goes to $2, you want to cash out, you're going to receive like 50 ADA back, and that's still $100. That's still $100 of ADA that you got, but now you have less ADA. So I mean, definitely the environment is there for a lot of people that get screwed, especially looking at
argument for
UST,
argument's sake,
people not
really
taking
screwing
notes.
them though? Is that really screwing them? If ADA hits 2, I mean, sure, if you're looking at number of ADA, but through ADA is worth more.
I mean, you still have $100 worth of ADA, which would be less than what you bought in at with what you bought that stablecoin in. So if your whole goal is to stack Lovelaces, right, then you're not doing yourself a service. Holding on to that stablecoin when the market's going up, it's really only useful when the market's going down. But if you feel confident holding that asset, then you don't mind if ADA or Bitcoin goes down because you're just going to buy more. You know, just hold what you like. It's like an NFT. Just trade what, buy it, what NFTs you like. I hold, we have a link for Bitcoin, and we're Cardano stateful operators. So, I hold both Bitcoin and ADA. And right now, these are really attractive prices for both of them. So why would I want to hold a stablecoin, right?
Yeah, that's the point.
I think people are putting too much weight into the stablecoin for Cardano. I mean, not Terra Luna, but UST, right? Terra UST. Terra was at, or Luna was at, what, like 20 cents back in 2020. And then it skyrocketed all up to like 116, and then eventually you even out around $60. People attributed that run up to the stablecoin. But, I mean, stimmy checks caused everything to go up, right?
Yeah.
Caused the stock market to go up. And now now that euphoric phase is over and the debts come due, right? Stock market's coming down, crypto market's coming down. I wouldn't be surprised if we go back to pre-2020 levels in the crypto market.
Oh, I can only get so hard, man. Please.
All right. And the only silver lining is that there's more adoption of crypto now than there was 2 years ago. Right? We have 2 nation states that have adopted Bitcoin or crypto as legal tender. Right? The Central Republic of Congo, Africa, and El Salvador. And we have more development now on both Bitcoin and Lightning Network and even Cardano itself. So if it does go back down to pre-2020 levels, that isn't a bad thing because we're more developed now. There's more opportunity for it to go up, right? There's booms and busts, right? Again, not financial advice, but you got to take a look at the silver lining here and not panic. You got to be confident. You got to have diamond hands. Okay.
If you're new to the space, I highly recommend taking a look at a graph of what Bitcoin did over the past 5 years. Really, really look at that. Understand the peaks, understand the valleys, and then notice the moon phases. I feel like we barely reached quarter moon.
Right, and even look at Cardano, right? Look what development was like pre-2020 versus now, right? Now we have a decentralized system. Before it was federalized, or there was a federal system with like 8 nodes. Now we have over 3,000 nodes, right? We have a robust NFT marketplace or ecosystem now. We have a whole bunch of different native tokens. We have DEXs on Cardano for against popular thought, right? Cardano has working DEXs, right? So there's more development now than it was 2 years ago. So for the price to go down, it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? I don't think it's going to get back down to 12 cents, unfortunately, even though I would like to get it back down there.
Please.
But just take a look at all the development, both on Bitcoin and on Cardano, and just like, okay, there's more. Again, I don't want to talk in a circular way, but there's more development now, more adoption now in general in cryptocurrency than it was 2 years ago. So
I agree.
It is a buying opportunity. This is when fortunes are made in bear markets, right? Anyone can invest in something during a bull market and call themselves a genius. We've seen a lot of those people get into Doge and have those Doge streams, right? Only for it to deflate and have them kind of panic and kind of trying to reassure their audience that it's going to go back up. I don't think Doge is going back up.
I'll tell you a secret, ladies and gentlemen. But keep it between you and I. You know what I mean? Doge hits a penny. I'm buying Doge. I'll buy stuff.
Doge, the cryptocurrency of Mars when Elon gets there.
Cryptocurrency of Mars, or if it just goes from a penny to 20 cents. I'm happy.
Right. So let's wrap this up. Again, Bitcoin's at a I would say at a year low, 52-week low. So go check out our link above, swanbitcoin.com/ATC. Sign up for $10 for free Bitcoin. No need to buy, just sign up. And then maybe you can smash buy every once in a while whenever you see an attractive price of Bitcoin, right? And we are a stakeholder operator for Cardano, so check us out, ticker ATC, down below, right here. Hit the like, ping the bell, subscribe, share the link, retweet us. You can find us or find me on Twitter at RRoseCrypto.
And you can catch me in them streets.
And if you like NFTs, check out our buddy at NFTs with Keys for everything you need to know about NFTs. And a big thanks to him. He is our producer, making the magic work. And with that, that's your crypto buddy.